From 1972 to 1997, Father Stefano Gobbi received interlocutions, or messages from the Blessed Virgin Mary regarding the end times. The Marian movement of priests was formed as the instrument chosen by Our Lady to carry her voice to the hearts and souls of her beloved children, a guide for helping them to live the consecration to her Immaculate Heart. In it, she manifests her maternal plan to lead all souls back to Jesus. It is a work of love which the Immaculate Heart of Mary is causing to spring up in the Church today, to help all her children to live with trust and filial hope through the painful times of the purification. But why did Our Lady choose Father Gobbi? In one passage of the book, the following explanation is given. Our Lady says, "I have chosen you because you are the least apt instrument. Thus no one will say that this is your work. The Marian movement of priests must be my work alone. Through your weakness I will manifest my strength. Through your nothingness I will manifest my power. Through this movement I am calling all my children to consecrate themselves to my heart and to spread everywhere cenacles of prayer." Message of July 16th, 1973. But these messages are not only for the priests who are enrolled in the Marian movement of priests, but for us lay people as well. She explains her role in the end times and gives us a clear understanding of the book of the Apocalypse. Our Lady to the Priests on March 25, 1984. She said, "Consider the ineffable moment of the Annunciation made by the Archangel Gabriel, sent by God to receive my yes for the realization of his eternal plan of redemption, and for the great mystery of the incarnation of the Word in my virginal womb. And then you will understand why I ask you to consecrate yourselves to my Immaculate Heart. Yes, I myself manifested my wish at Fatima when I appeared in 1917. I have asked it many times of my daughter, Sister Lucy, who is still on earth, for the accomplishment of this mission I have entrusted to her during these years. I have insistently requested it through the message entrusted to my sacerdotal movement. Today I renew my request that all be consecrated to my Immaculate Heart. Before all I ask it of Pope John Paul II, the first of my beloved sons, who on the occasion of this feast performed the consecration in a solemn manner, after writing to the bishops of the world and inviting them to do so in union with him. Unfortunately, the invitation was not welcomed by all the bishops. Particularly, circumstances have not yet permitted the explicit consecration of Russia, which I have requested many times. As I have already told you, this consecration will be made to me when the bloody events are well on the way to actuality. I bless this courageous act of my Pope in his wish to entrust the world and all the nations to my Immaculate Heart. I receive it with love and gratitude, and because of it I promise to intervene to shorten greatly the hours of the purification and to lessen the gravity of the trial. But I ask this consecration also from all the bishops, from all the priests, from all religions, and from all the faithful. This is the hour in which the whole Church must assemble in the secure refuge of my Immaculate Heart. Why do I ask you for the consecration? When a thing is consecrated, it is removed from all uses other than the sacred one to which it has been assigned, and so it is with an object designated for the divine worship. But this can also be the case with a person, when such a one is called by God to render him perfect worship. Understand then how your true act of consecration is that of baptism. By this sacrament instituted by Jesus, grace is communicated to you, placing you in an order of life higher than your own, namely the supernatural life. Through this you participate in the divine nature. You enter into a communion of love with God, and your actions accordingly have a new value exceeding that of your nature, because they have a value which is truly divine. After baptism, you are then destined for the perfect glorification of the Most Holy Trinity, and consecrated to live in the love of the Father, in the imitation of the Son, and in full communion with the Holy Spirit. The fact that characterizes the act of consecration is its totality. When you are consecrated, you are then wholly so and forever. When I ask you for the consecration to my Immaculate Heart, it is to make you understand that you must completely entrust yourselves to me in a total and everlasting way, that I may dispose of you according to the will of God. You must entrust yourselves in a manner that is complete, giving me everything. You should not give me one thing and hold on to another. For yourselves, you should truly be wholly mine. And then you should entrust yourselves to me, not on one day, yes, and on another day, no, or for a period of time as you would have it, but forever. It is to emphasize this important aspect of a complete and lasting dedication to me, your Heavenly Mother, that I ask for the consecration to my Immaculate Heart. How should the consecration be lived by you? If you consider the ineffable mystery of the Church commemorates today, you will understand how the consecration I have asked of you should be lived. The word of the Father was entrusted completely to me in love. After my yes, he came down into my virginal womb. He was entrusted to me in his divinity. The eternal Word, second person of the Most Holy Trinity, after the Incarnation, was received and hidden in the tiny dwelling, miraculously prepared by the Holy Spirit of my virginal womb. He was entrusted to me in this humanity, in a manner as profound as the way any son is entrusted to the mother, from whom everything is expected: blood, flesh, breath, food, love, to enable him to grow in her womb each day, and then after birth each year, always close to the mother. For this reason, just as I am the mother of the Incarnation, so also I am the mother of the redemption, which had on this occasion its wonderful beginning. And so you see me intimately associated with my Son Jesus. I collaborate with him in his work of salvation during his infancy, his adolescence, his 30 years of hidden life of Nazareth, his public ministry, his sorrowful passion, and up to the cross, where I offer and suffer with him, receiving his last words of love and sorrow, in which I am given to all humanity as a true mother. Beloved sons, called to imitate Jesus in everything, because you are his ministers, imitate him also in this, his complete reliance on the Heavenly Mother. For this reason, I ask you to offer yourselves to me with your consecration. I will be able to be an attentive mother for you, concerned to make you grow in God's plan, to realize in your lives the great gift of the priesthood to which you have been called. I will bring you each day to an ever better imitation of Jesus, who must be your only model and your greatest love. You will be true instruments, faithful collaborators in his redemption. Today, this is necessary for the salvation of all humanity, so diseased and so far from God and from the Church. By an extraordinary intervention of his merciful love, the Lord can save this humanity, and you, priests of Christ and my beloved sons, are called to be the instruments of the triumph of this merciful love of Jesus. Today, this is indispensable for my Church, which must be healed from its wounds of infidelity and apostasy in order to return to its splendor and to renewed holiness. Your Heavenly Mother wishes to heal the Church through you, my priest. I will do this soon if you will allow me to work in you, if you entrust yourselves with docility and simplicity to my merciful maternal action. Again today, with sorrowful supplication, I ask you all to consecrate yourselves to my Immaculate Heart.